Hello. We're back to hunt some Nazis. It's got to be done. 6. The silent partner. Oh, I forgot about the dog snoring. Oh no, yeah, this is what we finished, right? So we need to check the answers. That's what we did last time. Oh, I've got to remember what we did last time then. Yeah, because I didn't want to go to bed and start the next chapter. The Scorpion is a Frenchman called Patrice Mouret who's responsible for seizing the luxury Montefiore vineyard during the war. She continues to profit from it, lives in the foothills, blah, blah, blah. Sergeant is Abel Oliver, a brutish officer with a taste for luxury. Missing man is Jorge Eduardo. He is a local candidate, culminating in the burning of voting booths, currently held at the Vikings vineyard. His current condition is unknown. Held at the... Jewish. Telephone. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I found the 3 chiefs again. Cobra, hyena, and the scorpion. Was it hard, Mr. Pullman? I've had harder matzo balls in my soup, so a reward. Flowers a plaque, perhaps. Unfortunately, your only reward will be anonymous satisfaction. You're arresting these people, though? I don't see anything in the papers. We will, in time. They serve other purposes, though. Like what? That's beyond your jurisdiction. Okay, I've been thinking. We're done here. I'm done. You only have a little further to go. This is the most important. We need you to go deep into the Hoffman network. Why is that important? The Hoffmans are involved in more than just making money and people smuggling. They've designs on the highest levels of power. How so? There was a journalist seeking to expose the Hoffman conspiracy. His name was Rainier Wilson. He was killed 3 days ago. You want me to find out who killed him? Precisely. The Hoffmans have shares in a company called Red Rock Oil. There's a bill going through the Texas Senate that promises to bring them untold riches if it goes through. What's the problem here? The bill is being blocked by some rebel politicians. One of them was found dead, apparently suicide. You suspect otherwise. We suspect foul play. All of this leads back to the Hoffmans. Finally, we believe that some of these fugitives have been supported by global actors beyond the Hoffmans. For realsies? Beyond numerous South American governments and the Catholic Church? Yes. Finally, there's the matter of who killed Bishop Tura. Hang on. I thought you did. We did not say that. We said that we encountered him on the night he died. The murder had already taken place. The killer is at large. Oh boy. Sleep well, Mr. Perlman. You're the one who can make the difference. The conversation. Sonitron. Sonitron's a system that records conversations. You can listen to these conversations using a receiver by dialing the correct numbers into the receiver. Every system may have different codes for dialing, however the following is most common. Okay. That feels a bit like someone's played Type Help. Sunshine system has been phased out. Yes. All technical inquiries, please type help. Sunshine system has been phased out due to a complete lack of practicality and possibly being cursed. Yep. I love it. Okay. Mr. Pullman, a special case for you. We've received word of a murder in West German Embassy in Cairo. Somehow related to your work. The journalist Rainier Wilson was found dead in the ambassador's study. We need to find the killer. Our sources also indicate a selection of the ambassador's private contacts was leaked. Thus we have reason to believe there is also a traitorous spy, a mole. You will need to use the Sontron system. It's a voice-activated transcription system. We've put a receiver on your desk. You need to find the embassy floor plan. The following numbers to get you started. Oh, good God. It is. It's. We're in type help now, guys. Right. 104 05 314 142. I've forgotten it already. No. 101 05 314 142. 101 05 314 142. No? One oh four oh five. 104 05 314 142. Did you see the sandstorm on the news? Apparently it stretches all the way to Giza. I didn't. Is that correct? Cigarette? Oh, I can't. I'm trying to stop. Though honestly, how anyone does it, I don't know. What's that, Monarch? No, Sterling. Only Rudy smokes Monarch. Disgusting stuff. Oh, Wolfgang, you're so rude. What does the ambassador smoke? So, 31 is Wolfgang? I'm not sure. I think it's some sort of herbal. It's dreadful, isn't it? Absolutely. Have you seen Rudy about today? I saw him in the corridor 30 minutes ago, bringing in the ambassador's laundry. Light blue suits him. The ambassador likes him, doesn't he? Ha! I have no idea what you're saying. People are complex, aren't they? I know. I was working in my room this morning. Door open. I could hear a panicked phone call from the room opposite. Oh yes? Do tell. Oh, just bits and pieces. Something like, G had a bad day. Strange. Gosh, people are odd, aren't they? Muffled voices in another room. They've been at it a while in there, haven't they? Talking. Well, I'm glad the ambassador agreed to a sit-down. Him and his smelly cigarettes. Glass really doesn't like Wilson at all, does he? More coffee? Sure, I'll get it. Muffled voices raised. Ah, raised voices. Getting a little testy, are we? I really don't think I can prove it. Loud gunshot. What was that? Sounded like something went off in there. Where's security? Abdul and Uwe are on patrol. Do you have the code? I don't. No, I don't. Hang on a second. I know a way. Running footsteps. Use this. It's Rudy's. It also works. Okay. Door opening. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's dead. Where's Glass? Did he jump out? Running footsteps. Oh shit. Wolf, how did you get my card? It was in your locker. It was? Yeah, I don't know what any of that's about. Oh, yep, he's dead. Okay. Cool beans. Was there another one? Yeah, there's someone missing there. So, I need to search the term embassy. We'll pin that. We'll pin that. Okay. So 1 is diplomatic, 2 security, 3 media, 4 admin, 9 guests. So 1-1 is the most senior diplomat. So 3-1 is the most senior media, 4-1 is the most senior administrative. Gotcha. And we'll pin that. Okay. So Abdul and Uwe have rifles. Wilhelm Glass has a pistol. And there was a pistol on the floor. And those are all the names of all the people. Okay. So. I feel like the killer was... Did they say where's Glass? Yeah, where's Glass? Did he jump out? So you must be Wilhelm Glass. I guess. Okay. And Wilhelm Glass is the chief man. Rainier is... Is he a guest? So I don't know his number yet. Okay. But that's 104. Wait. What was the... What was the code thing? System number and then room. Okay. So the system is 104. Hey K-Wolf, how is it going? We've got a type help type system going on now. I mean, literally. A type help type system. Where is spring? We had summer for like 3 days, and then we had snow again. So I don't know. So, the system is 104, and then the room, and then the people. Yeah, system number 104. The corridor doesn't have a number. The weapons room, right, so can I, when people picked up the weapons, maybe there'll be a thing. So, but I don't know their numbers, their security. So it would be 104, 06, and then 2122. Yes. Right, let's prepare. Can you please sign out the 2 weapons? Sure. Just add your signature. Where's your tie? I can't find it, I'm afraid. Alright, do without it for the moment. We'll start in the west quadrant, stay. I want you watching the top, I'll be at the bottom. No problem, sir. I don't need to remind you, but we've got to be tight. Global Embassy is on high alert since that business at the palace in Lemuria. It's all the same world! Type help, and the Golden Idol, and it's all connected. You mean when the guy... Stop it, people might be listening. Sure thing, boss. I'm going to need to leave you for a while. I have some escorting to do. The journalist? Yes. I have to greet him shortly at the entrance. Introduce him to Mr. Glass there. Media might join too. It's all the same universe. Ah yes, Media. Odd guy. Saw him poking around the break room earlier. What was he up to? Looking for something in his locker. Why is the ambassador going ahead with this interview? Beyond my pay grade. I imagine it's because he thinks it makes him look better. Still, an investigative journalist. Watch yourself, not our business. We need to watch out for the sandstorm coming in. How's the water system? It's good. You cut yourself? Just a small nick. Been going down to the horses in Cairo much? A bit. You like a bet, don't you? Ha! Yeah, gotta admit. Winning much? I have my ups and downs. What was that horse you liked? The one that came in last? He was called Geronimo. Bad day for him. Do you bet? No, I'm not a fool. Right then. Move on out. Take your break at 11 today. Give me one of those... What are they? Jetliner. I really wish the machine had more brands. Something about what cigarette people are smoking is going to be important. SFX from West... Oh! Huh. So maybe the gunshot didn't happen when we thought it happened. Because they've got a tape of SFX from Westerns. What's that say? I can't read it. But that is interesting. Okay. So. We also know that... Would the journalist be a guest? So is he 9-1? So if we try that same code, but with 9-1. No, the journalist didn't sign. Did the journalist sign out? No, William Glass signed out a weapon. What's... Is he... He must be 11. And what room was there? 06. Nope. So we had, in the entrance, we had 2-1, probably 1-1. Media would be 4-1, 9-1? I need to be writing this down, don't I? Cause I have the memory of a goldfish. So, we want 104. What's the waiting room? 04. And who's there? Glass. Was it the boss man? It was 2-1, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, 2-1. The media is 4-1, and journalist might be 9-1. Let's try that. I'm glad I've played Type Help. What are you doing up there? Come down here. Can I type it in here? I can. No. Maybe media wasn't there? No. Ah, that's the waiting room. That's not the entrance. Where's the entrance? No, that is the entrance. So 22 and media were in the break room, so we could look those up. Break room is 05. No. Maybe it's 4-2. Yeah, we've got 4-2 as well. Oh, 3 is media. That's where I'm going wrong. 3-1. Let's try this one again. Aha! Media is 3. If you just put all your belongings in the tray, I can have a look at them. This is normal in the Cairo Embassy. Standard procedure. You can't be too careful. That's a beautiful pocket square, by the way. Thanks. Got it down at the market. Oxblood red satin. Ah, Mr. Wilson. Good to meet you. How are you? Fine. Flight was a little bumpy. So we'll be doing the interview soon? Absolutely. Later this afternoon, actually. I have a few engagements. It's a bit of a problem, actually. I was hoping sooner. You'll be fine. You can take in the surroundings. Abdul and Uwe can show you around. Sir, we're on patrol. Alright then, we'll find something else for you to do, I guess. I hear there's a sandstorm coming soon. I expect it's just a dust devil, nothing to be worried about. What else are you working on? Investigative work, corrupt food and drink supplies. Oh really? Do tell. I can't say too much, but there are some hidden secrets I'll be bringing to light. I'll submit very soon. Oh excellent. Here's Wolf. This man needs a bit of entertainment. Excellent. I believe you might want to see our archives, being a journalist and all. Great idea. Although it might be damp down there, so take precautions. I'll leave you to it. Abdul? So, that means that 3-1 and 9-1 went to the archives, which is the basement. Yeah, cigarettes are going to be important. There's 2 different brands of cigarettes there. There's a blue thing there. There's the sign in and out sheet. Okay. So we should be able to find these people at the in the entrance room as well. So those are the 2 guards. So they are 2-1 and 2-2. So 2-1 and 2-2 should be in the entrance room, which is 04. At some point, right? No, apparently not. But we should have 3-1 and 9-1 in 08. Yes. This is the archives. We've got all sorts of files. Perhaps you'd like to take a look. I'd be happy to. What do you do? Media. I put together all the press materials. Unusual for an embassy to have a press officer. I'm new here. Only been a few weeks. Your accent, you're French-German, yes? Yes, spot on. I come from the Alsace region. You know, I've been to that region quite a bit with my work. Interesting work? Oh, really very boring. I've been looking into a family called the Hoffmans. Not many people know them. Sure? Okay, Wolf? Never heard of them. What does your family do? They own a cafe. Ah, Alsace in Polish. One I've heard of? Possibly. Run by my uncle, name of Giroux. I see. This is quite interesting, actually. Ah, we have peoples. You look like maintenance. Okay, I don't know how any of that helps me. You've got the red pocket square, so you're the dead guy. You presumably are the ambassador man because you're in the middle. So maybe. Right, let's try this one. 104031191. We're going to have to discuss it. I'd really rather not. No, I think it's important. Why is that? People should know the truth. You're out for blood. I'm not. You are. I can prove it. I really don't think I can prove it. Loud crack. But that's got a silencer on it. So that's not what made the crack. Right? Did we look up that room? 06 with 11? No. Okay. I don't think... Yeah, but... Why I'm thinking that is this. We've got sound effect from Westerns. So my theory is that the gunshot that was heard was not the gunshot that killed him. I could be completely wrong, of course. And what's all that? Oh, that'll be sand. From the sandstorm? That was through the window? So what time was the sandstorm? They were talking about the sandstorm. Did anyone say what time it was supposed to be? I don't know the Darude sandstorm when I'm listening to other music. Take your break at 11. Sandstorm coming soon. See the sandstorm on the news. See, that says loud gunshot. And wait, what time is this? This is 3 to 3:05. This was 3 to 3:05 as well, but why was it... I'm still not convinced that that's when he died. I could be completely barking up the wrong tree, but I'm not convinced. Right. Where else have we got people? Right, so Wolfgang is 3-1. So that means we've got Wolfgang and Wilhelm in the same place at the same time. And that is 04. So... No. Apparently not. Maybe Rudolph is there as well at the same time. But I don't know who Rudolph is. Or is it the locker room? Not the waiting room that they're signing in. This looks like a locker room, right? So I feel like times are important because we've got a clock there and we've got the blue thing there. So whoever they said looks good in blue wasn't wearing it at this time. One, two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 names there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's an oversight if it's wrong, because the clock was before 12. He signed in at 12, but there were 7 names on the thing already. I don't know if I'm reading too much into that. So let's try the locker room then for these. So instead of 04, it will be 01. No. The ambassador's laundry is... So Rudy wears light blue. So that's Rudy. That's clearly the lady. Maybe 31 killed him because he said he's looking into a family called the Hoffmans. I'm wondering. I need a hint. Take a look at the media room. Yeah. Search viewpoint. Okay. Ah, yeah, viewpoint and world focus. Maybe I should search both of those. I forgot I could search stuff. I'd like to talk about allegations of corruption in the German government. Must we? I think it's an important issue, but why is that? I'd really rather not. Some would say that you've been complicit in guarding these individuals. That's a hell of an allegation. Some of those people would say this is a hatchet job and you're out for blood. How do you answer that? Well, I'm not. I think you are. How about the allegations you accepted bribes from Cairo officials? No, that's not true. I can prove that's not true. I can prove it. So this whole conversation was recorded. Right? You're out for blood. I can prove it. I think you are. I can prove it. I can prove it. So none of this happened. You've been involved for some years in journalism, focused on restorative justice. Can we talk about that? So this is the other half of the conversation. It's the duty of the journalist to uncover the truth. People should know the truth. That's the job. You focused in recent years on Nazis who escaped justice. How's that gone for you? This is an area people would rather not talk about, but of course we're going to have to discuss it. We're going to have to discuss it. Yeah, again, these are all... We're going to have to discuss it. This is our history, in many cases our present. I think it's important that we look hard at ourselves. Could you share an example? I really don't think. Go on, I think you are. You are. So there's a very rich, industrious family I'm investigating that I believe benefited from the regime but has done more so since. Like what? The situation gets a bit dicey. I must be very careful what I say. Yeah, so this was all fake. So, he might not be the killer. Someone's framing him. Presumably the media person. So who's been in the media room? That's the question. Presumably the media person. I could just try all the people. We're getting closer though. Still don't know what that says. So, well, I was going to say we know it's not these two people, but given that it didn't happen then, Rudy has access to that room as well. Rudy is 4-1. Why wouldn't Rudy think that his card would be in his locker? Maybe locker room and Rudy. Nope. I guess they're not talking just to themselves. Maybe we search Giroux. No. Or we look up in the phone book. No. Or anything in Alsace. No. I don't know what the cafe would be called, is the thing. And there's a few cafes in here. I mean, obviously that's what I'd call a cafe. But I mean, we've got Cafe Central, we've got Cafe 401. I don't know. Nothing for Alsace. We had this. I wonder... Back when we were looking up the Hoffmans. Was there a cafe in Alsace? Doesn't look like it. It's Cafe Rose in Paris. Cafe 405 in Rome. I don't know if any of those people are the same as... It's kind of hard to tell if the people are the same. Like that. Is that a mole? That's going to be distinctive, right? Nobody there's got a mole. You don't have a tie on. Someone said they were missing a tie. So that means that you're Uwe and you're Abdul. You're... whoever it was. You're Abdul. You're Uwe. You're Wilhelm. You're Rudolph. You must be Wolf. And you are Claudia. And you're Rainier. Let me write those down so I don't... Where's my... Literally, where's my pen gone? I had it 2 seconds ago. ADHD is so much fun. Oh, there it is. So, in the photo, we've got Wolf, Abdul, Uwe, Wilhelm, Rudy, Claudia, and Rainier. Okay. I don't know how that helps me. And let me get another hint. Where do I need to be looking? Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, okay, sure. I mean, we know... Okay. Yeah, so there's a revolver gun shot and a rifle shot. Sure. But we kind of knew that, right? There is a lot of smokes in the embassy, yes. Take a look at the brands mentioned. Okay, so let's make a note of who smokes what. So, Rudy smokes Monarch. Uh, 42. Who was 42? Was that Wolf? Who smokes... No, 31 is Wolf, who smokes Sterling. The ambassador smokes Herbal. A phone call from the room opposite. Okay. So that would be 11. I was working in my room this morning, door open. I could hear a panicked phone call from the room opposite. So that's the media room. So someone in the ballroom making a phone call. Would that be the ambassador? Was it 03? 02. No. So I don't know necessarily who that was. Maybe I just need to try everyone. Aha! Hi, Hans. Sorry, I've got to keep my voice down. There are other people in the building. Yeah, well, I know I owe it, don't I? I know Harry's angry, don't I? G had a bad day. Otherwise, I would have killed. I'm going to make it right, don't worry. I've got something that will pay for everything. This morning, before he was in. I promise you, no one will know. Just wait. So he's talking about horses. Definitely. G had a bad day, otherwise I would have killed. That's about horses. But he's clearly in debt. I should make a note of their numbers as well, shouldn't I? So Wolf is 3-1. Abdul is... I can't remember. Rudy is 4-1. Rainier is 9-1. Wilhelm is 1-1. Who's 4-2? Abdul and Uwe are on patrol. So Abdul was 2-1 and Uwe was 2-2. So that must be Claudia, who's 4-2. We're getting there. However, it's time for break. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Wasn't here. Nice.
They're getting a little more better. Like the fluidness. Like, see, we were getting a little more attuned to it, you know. So it's good. It's fun to see.
Yeah, but
progress.
don't get too confident.
I'm not gonna get too cocky here. I'm not gonna be moving 2 joints ahead. Jeez Louise.
Are you down for I fell off?
What?
Oh!
Oh wait,
Oh!
you're bouncing back
Oh!
up!
Oh! Oh! That was nearly quite good.
That would have been an amazing save,
Oh,
right?
I didn't do any of it. Do not worry, Miss Turpentine. Oh. God damn it! Oh, this has gone wrong. This has gone quite wrong. Oh, God.
God damn it. We've lost Mama. End of the line, Sam.
Said I'm sorry, Mama. Never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you die. But tonight I wanted to build a road. Hi.
Hi.
Shall we head off then?
What happened to Villa, Sasaki?
I don't know. There's no way of knowing.
And Mad Dog's body?
Oh, I never found that.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and let's just go.
I think we should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't think I know what that is. Oh, kebab. Yeah, kebab's good. What? Who's on fire? Where's on fire? What's on fire? Ah! Oh dear. Shoot down. What? Do I? Oh, I do! I do got this! Right, what are we doing? I don't know. I feel like I'm not into this game yet. Yes, we're looking at the brands. Yes, that's what we're doing. That's what we were doing. Thank you. Media guy was in the break room earlier. Did we do that? 22 and media in the break room? No. Let's try that. What's the break room? 05. Cigarettes. So we've seen cigarettes here. There's a red one and a green one, but I don't know which brands they are. Yeah, the speakers there lit. That's what was playing the noise. Anyway, cigarettes. See Geronimo. Bad day for Geronimo. Jetliner. So 22. That's UA. It's Jetliner. Any more cigarettes? No. Okay, I don't know how I know what colour these cigarettes are. Maybe I can find them? Aha! Yes, here we go. Okay, so that is red and green. Is Monarch and Copper Leaf. So that is Wilhelm and Rudy in the locker room. What's the locker room? 01. Aha! How's your work going? It's okay. I'm up to the stairs. Only problem was I couldn't find my spare uniform. The lighter one? Do you think it's being washed? Perhaps, but it's not the day for it. Plus it was clean, no stains or anything. Strange. Did you go into my room to clean it, by the way? No, why? It's nothing, it was just a bit messy when I came in this morning. The Rolodex was at a funny angle. One of the adhesive dividers was missing. Strange. No idea. I couldn't get in without my card. Well, in future, use the code. It's 0910. Oh, excellent. Who's the guy on Branch's locker over there? Branch's locker. You don't know him? He's Gurge Himmel. Gurge Himmel. Might need to Google him. Seems familiar. Did he used to have a mustache? Yes, he shaved it off. Very touchy subject. So, do you think we can sneak out of here for a while, Rudy, darling? Hello? Perhaps. The storm is coming in, though. Do you think we can be back in time? We can keep it brief. A quick little thing. Shouldn't be more than an hour. How can we get out? Let's take my office window. We can't close it from the outside. I'll close it later. Yes, we can come in the back door. Oh, what a thrill. Love you. Wellity, 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 well. Okay. Okay. Is that moustache falling off? This is clearly telling me something important, but I'm not sure what. There's the red pocket square, but we know where the corpse is. Okay, so basically he'd lost his key card. So Wolfgang's got an no, Rudy's got an alibi and the big boss has got an alibi because they were canoodling. Maybe there's two corpses? Yeah, they were canoodling at the time of the murder. So it's not those two people. Because the only red is his pocket square. And we can't see if he's got his pocket square there. That window was open for ages because of the canoodling. The aforementioned canoodlements. We've got the guy with the mustache. I don't know what... Yeah. Someone was wearing a fake mustache. Whoever did the killing... That's a fake... Stuck a fake mustache. This is where the murder happened. Right? Canoodlement. Indeedy doody. This is where the murder happened. Because that's the bullet hole. So someone was dressed as that guy, wearing his uniform. It's got to be him, right? He's the only person who could look like him. None of the others, if they put a fake mustache on, would look like him. Whereas he would. Yeah, but the mustache is here. Stuck on the poster. Because look, it's falling off a bit. And the poster upstairs doesn't have a mustache. So it must be you what done the killing. And you are... Wolfgang. Wolfgang what? Dracker. And where are you? Because you that makes sense, because you're the media person. So you're the person who could have done the thing. And your current location is at the embassy, which is where are we? Where in the world are we? Cairo. Right? I don't know who the mole is. I know who has a mole. 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 But we've got all the evidence. So that's great. How would I find the mole? Makes sense as well, because he was killed after telling this guy that he was investigating the stuff. Have we got anything about Bracco? No. But also we found all the clues. There's nothing else left to look up. What do we need to do to find the mole? The mole may have a weapon. So is the mole the ambassador? Is that crazy? Oh, they're in the security team. Ah, so was that phone call the mole? Was this a moly phone call? What's Ui's surname? Victor. Yeah. Two may concern. I've identified both the killer and the mole. Both are in Cairo. Uwe Victor is the mole, seemingly highly indebted and looking to extricate himself from loan sharks. That makes a lot of sense. Killer is Wolf Bracker, the media officer at the embassy. Bracker was motivated to kill journalist Rainier Wilson to protect his family. His uncle is Raymond Giroux, owner of Hoffman Business, the tiny... I can't. The tiny... The tiny table. Ah, Raymond Giroux. Coulda spotted that. I did look at that. Giroux. The tiny table. Did you say first he spliced together two speeches to resemble a conversation between Wilson and Ambassador Glass. He also stole the overalls and card of janitor Rudolph Kinski. On the morning, that's why he said that he found the card. He was like, oh, I know where there's a card. Run. Just pretending to go there and run back and be like, look, I found the card. On the morning of the murder, he signed out a silenced pistol, forging the ambassador's signature. He took Wilson to the basement where he executed them. I told you that's where it happened. Puncturing a pipe in the process. He then donned Kinski's uniform and a fake moustache. I'm quite proud of myself for working this one out. He transported Wilson to the ambassador's room in a laundry cart. Ah, that's... Oh, yes! Yes! Because they said they saw the laundry being taken. Having deposited the journalist and the weapon, he hid the silencer in his room, dumped the card and moustache. Finally, he put Kinski's wet uniform back in this locker. Finally, he played back the speech over the speakers so people would think that Wilson and Glass were conversing while Bracker was with Claudia Meyer in the break room, giving him an alibi. Framing Glass. But Glass was canoodling. Glass was doing a canoodlement. We know this. Downfall. Ooh. Loads of people to find today. Mr. Perlman, the case strikes at the heart of the Hoffman operation. You're looking for 4 fugitives, including mother and daughter Liesel and Neva Hardenberg. I'm going to start a new page for this. All are believed to be up to illegal activity currently. Our sources have alerted us to a suspicious art auction in Amsterdam concerning the work of Rothberg. We have reason to believe that 2 of their paintings are forged and 1 is stolen. All of this somehow ties the Hoffmans. Please look into it. Okay. So I guess we need to look up all these arts. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Presumably that's Hoffman. Some such. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, slightly less beautiful. But still, you know, beautiful. Oh, it's dying. Okay. So, we've got the paintings. 2 of the paintings are forged. 1 of them is stolen. Okay. And it's in Amsterdam. So, do we have a Hoffman Auctioneers? Hoffman Auctions. Hello. Hello, Hoffman's Auction House, London. Claude speaking. How may I help? Tell me about the auction house. Of course, we've only been in existence for the last few months, set up as part of the Hoffman Charitable Foundation. So you're a charity? No, but we donate a sizable portion. Oh, excuse me. To charities. What do you sell? Stuff, and also things. We specialise in traditional art, painting, sculptures, classic works. Who are your big sellers? Actually, we've done brisk business in Ed Spratt's work. Maybe that's something we need to look up. I don't, actually. Terrific painter, worked for the East India Company. Sadly lost at sea. At sea? I see. I just dropped the lid to my pen. Tell me about the Rothberg auction. Oh, it's rolled away. I'll have to get it during the next break. A very successful auction from a collection of galleries. Took a long time to organise. I can send you the programme. Oh, yes, please. Did you make a lot of money? We did. Very happily, the appetite for Rothbergs remains undiminished. Who were the buyers? We attempt to remain discreet. Most were anonymous. Only one declared their name. Who? Oh, I can't say. Oh, please. Pretty please, with a cherry on top. Well, alright, but only because they were so tremendously vulgar. A Texas politician. Got a name? Cottrell. Harland Cottrell. Which painting? That I could not say. How do you deal with stolen or forged arts? Well, we certainly don't have any of that at Hoffman's. Sure, but I'm sure you do your due diligence. Of course we do. Gosh, you sound like you're from that publisher. Which one? Oh, I forget. They've been peppering us with questions about all this. The ones with that English travel writer. The one with the yellow bow tie. Why are they doing that? I don't know. This is a very reputable gallery. So you've never sold anything that was stolen, say from Jewish gallerists? Absolutely not. What are you implying? That you're Nazis! Nothing, my apologies. Bye-ly-bye. Right. Okay. They all came from Smallings. So we need to look that up. And probably also... And then we've got Barlow's. We've got Rose Street Gallery. We've got Clement Valois. And we've got Tremaine. Okay. That's wrong. They weren't plain white orchids. Right? Are they blood spattered orchids? So orchids are fake. And they're from the Rose Street Gallery. What else have we got? Are they roses? They don't look like roses. I suppose they could be roses. This one is the sunflower and pear against a bright background. Is that a bright background? Got a dying rose against a feudal background, sure. And then we've got tulips, ornate medieval background, sure. Yellow and orange tulips, yes. So this one I'm wondering about. Othberg's entire catalogue was purchased from the artist by Simon Smalling in 1910. Smalling's estate was sold in 1931 following the death of the dealer in the infamous Cork Street robbery. Cork Street robbery. Okay. We've got some things to look up. Prominent art dealer Simon Smalling was shot dead last night during a robbery at his Cork Street gallery in what police described as targeted and carefully timed attack. Witnesses said shortly after 8 p.m, several masked men entered Smalling's gallery while a number of works were laid out on the floor for rehanging. Among them was a substantial portion of Mrs. Smalling's Rothberg collection, believed to be worth several £1 million. Mrs. Smalling was repeatedly shot as he attempted to intervene. Ah, okay, so they stole one painting, but we don't know which one. Okay. Cool beans. No, it's Rat Harland. State legislator 47 is found dead, suicide suspected. Harlan Cottrell. So got tip callers so we can call them. Was this before or after the auction? There's no date on it. Blah, 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 blah. So I don't think it was him, because he sounds like a nice guy. Affable manner. Whereas they said he was a douchebag. So I don't think it was him. No. Okay. Let's see if we can phone anybody. So the Austin Chronicle we might want to phone as well. Austin Chronicle! Austin Chronicle Newsroom, this is Jessie Whitcoff speaking. Got a tip? Hi, my name's Saul Paleman. I'm a private investigator. I'm interested in Harland Cottrell's death. Alright, shoot. What are your thoughts? I thought it was pretty tragic. I have no idea why the guy might kill himself. Was he unhappy? He seemed pretty alright. Though you never can tell with guys like that. I mean, you never can tell in general. I think people are very good at hiding depression. If you're not, like, super close to them. I think a lot of mental health disorders, people are very good at hiding. And they are prone to blackmail. These guys like a bit of vice, plus money, that can be used against them. You see much of that? Well, we've been doing a separate investigation into some strange goings-on at the Good Day Motel. Not too sure what's happening, but word is it might be tied to some political blackmail. Oh, really? I'll send over an undercover picture, plus something else we found at the motel. Might be useful, might not. Thanks. What was he like? Holland was a nice guy. A good old boy, really. How's that? A lot of schmoozing with personalities. Politicians, sports stars, celebrities. But you know, he was a man of appetites. Like what? Oh, you know, a lot of guys with some wealth and power are into the finer things. Wine, women, song. Word is, Holland liked the ladies. I see. Not that it's unusual. I don't mind them myself. Swinging bachelor. Okay. Ha ha ha. This is that thing again. Is this a brothel? Oh, administrator girls and clients. Hello. We can use that thing again. 13401 and 03. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Butterfly. He won't play. Please tell May. He won't play. Please tell May. Sure. Don't know who May is. What else do we have to look up? Barlow's. Is it Gary Barlow? Rose Street Gallery. Nope. Clement Valois. Nope. Tremaines. Nope. Good Day Motel. Nope. Is the Good Day Motel in here? Nope. Okay, so the Good Day Motel is quite clearly a brothel. And I can listen to recordings going on. I don't know how any of this helps me though. I guess this would be the admin room. So 1340111 maybe? No. Yeah, you might want to plug your ears if you're a sensitive soul. I mean, I've been playing Baby Steps, and that's got literal donkey dicks. And I'm not banned yet. There's that room. I mean, I don't know how I'd know what the numbers of people are. Oh, he's a little rat. I mean, I could try, like, her with a client. Assume she's number one. She's got a Texas hat on. So maybe she's doing dealings with the Texas dude. We could try 2-1 and 3-1 in room A3. Aha! Plug your ears, K-Wolf. It's about to get spicy. So, babe, I'm going to be gone next week. Do you think I can see you the week after? I'll have to ask Ursula, but I think we can arrange it, sugar. I'll need the hat back, of course. My wife knows I don't leave the house without it. So, Harland, honey, did you think about what they said? Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Please, I don't want anything to happen. Like what? I'm a senator. What are they going to do if I decide we actually don't want to drill in the basin? I'm afraid though, Kurt. Kurt's the manager out there. He's a tough guy. Oh, you don't need to be. No, in fact, I'm not going to. We'll keep this between ourselves. I'll make sure you win again next year. Well, that sounds just swell. I'll drive you home now. What are you writing? Just a note for myself. Looks like a poem. Cute. Okay, so she was spying on him. He won't play. Please tell me. Yes. Okay. So we know that he was... Not unless it's helping us find these people, though. Yeah, that's not Hardenberg. That's Harland. No. It's digging for oil or something in the basin. Like, he's not going to play ball. He's not going to do what we want him to do. Hoffman Auction. Ah, yes. Hoffman Auctions did mention a publisher. I don't think I wrote that down. Who did they mention? There's the Hoffman Charitable Foundation. The one with the English travel writer. Right. Is he... No. Is he... That dude. So who's he? I don't remember his name. BU. I had the article somewhere. don't remember where. There. Bruce Unwin, Bernardo Publishing. Right, I've seen that. Bernardo Publishing, this is Simon speaking. How can I help you? We're interested in Hoffman's auction house. Sure, can I ask what your interest is? I have a long-standing interest in the Hoffman's business practices. Oh, you do you? In what sense? In the sense that they're all Nazis. Ah yes, the Ratlines. Well, there's more to it than just that. That's the name of the game. How so? It wasn't just people they smuggled out, it was a lot of art as well. We believe the Hoffmans are heavily involved in selling art stolen during the Nazi period. So they're like a fence. Of a kind, but for very wealthy people. Where does the work go? All over, but a lot of it goes to the States. The same routes as the people. I'll send over an archival photo we have. Thanks. You're interested in the Rothberg auction? Very fishy, if you ask me. We were examining it for stolen art as well as cases of work being passed off as Rothberg. Forgeries? Exactly. It might surprise you, but there are several instances of Nazi painters forging Jewish work. Anyone in particular? The most notorious, particularly for Rothbergs, is known as the Little Man. The Little Man. What do you know about him? Very little. Badum-tsh. We're still investigating his modus operandi. The only thing we suspect is that he places the same symbol or object somewhere in all his paintings. Aha! What is it? Still working that out, I'm afraid. Apparently he's done it since childhood. Quite a tick. Makes him quite recognisable. You might be surprised. The art world is full of idiots. So, if you don't know the symbol, what else have you got to go on? We've identified a few of his paintings recently through other means and found they were painted on a type of canvas only found in Bolivia. Oh, really? Yes. How do you find stolen art? Generally, we trace it to the gallery where it ends up. The public isn't that smart, but the gallerists know well. Some even commission the thefts themselves, then wait some time and repackage the work with new provenance. Any other tips? Well, a lot of this stuff is very insidery. Perhaps take a look within the Hoffman's network for leads. Cool beans. We've had this happening before, haven't we? We know all about these crates. On the Siegfried. That's our friend! That's the bald guy! That's our friend! Yeah. Was he the sniper? I don't know if he was. Right. So, he always puts the same object in all his work. Could it be like this design? Have any of the others got that design? Right. He gave us some leads about the little man. In Bolivia. And look within the Hoffman's network. Okay, so we've got the Siegfried. Oh, let's go back to the Hoffmans. That dude. No, we haven't got that symbol there. Could be that. Which would be something about happy pasta? Pasta perfetto in Napoli? Don't know if that helps us. Wait, there was a photo somewhere that I remember that had a thing on it. That symbol and that symbol. Is that what's always in the pictures? That like... This picture's got to be useful somewhere. And all I'm thinking is... That, look, that symbol. Maybe. But also, that could be like the thing on the arm. Can't see that axe shape anywhere in here though. That's the same as that shape. Eva Hardenberg and Liesel Hardenberg. That's them. Stan Transit. Where did the Siegfried go? No, that's not what we wanted. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So somewhere after New Jersey, it must have gone. Something Eastern Transit. Tristan Transit. Hello. Dallas. So they're in Dallas. Are they still in Dallas? Okay, that helps. Well, it wasn't her hat. It was the dude's hat. Kurt, the manager. No, we don't have a Kurt. It was the senator said, I'll need the hat back. My wife knows I don't leave the house without it. So she was wearing it. But yeah. But they are in Texas. Maybe Eva is now Ursula? Maybe she's Liesel. Maybe she is her. Can I not? Oh, I can. Maybe that's her? And she's Susan. What were you thinking? Bird. Hello. Ah, okay. You were thinking what I was thinking then. Hi. You had a nice snooze. Yeah. You've been snoozing nearly as long as the dog in this game. Was it good? Yeah. I love you too, mister. Right, what now? Maybe we should look up the Ratlines. No. Little man. Right, it's time for break. We'll continue this in a couple of minutes. This time I'll try defying gravity. Maybe I'll try to find gravity. Don't know the words, but it's about gravity. You can't pull me down. Okay, now I know fairy circles are just superstitious bollocks from the Middle Ages, but still, I wouldn't be doing a blood ritual in the middle of a fairy circle.
Catch them together.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Here. Seriously? Yeah. You in?
No way. Sorry.
Suit yourself. Swan.
Just because occult forces aren't real doesn't mean you shouldn't mess with them. Does that mean I could go in here now? This is dark. I can't see. Oh, that made me jump. Oh my god.
Calvin.
Oh my god.
Great kid. I almost gave up on my vision and my reactions when I first saw his reaction to his world falling apart. I could see myself in his
My heart's going so fast. That'll do.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Hooray! I'm useful!
That's that's so perfect.
I have to mentally prepare myself to not say stop. Stop. It just feels like some. Okay, want to go right now?
Oh, okay. What the- oh.
Oh, frick! I got it! Oh! Don't worry! I got this! Oh! No, I didn't. I had it for a second. I was climbing up it. Oh, that was amazing. Damn it. Damn it.
I mean,
Alright.
I'm gonna have to look at your... I don't know how many I'm gonna get. I've only got 2 farms. Oh, disease. Oh, disease. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry, guys. You're all dead. I know. It sucks. But there you go. Have a dentist. Wait, what? I found a hole. Okay, that's not quite what I meant to do. Oh, because I was like, I don't remember this being this difficult, but I keep forgetting I'm playing on hard mode now, aren't I? So that might be why. Ah!
You're not gonna do it.
We jump on it when we've gone past
it. Looks like it's flush. You have to wait a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like right now. Nope.
Oh! I thought you said.
It's so hard. Like you got like so little time.
I thought you said now, so I jumped.
I saw you fall off the edge, and I was like, "Oh, frick!"
Oh. Well, I only fell because you didn't jump.
Okay.
Luckily, as we all know, I'm a very skilled driver. especially off-road.
It's in the room straight ahead.
Spider's gonna kill Sasaki again.
Oh wow.
Well,
Good
we
to
know
know.
there's a spider somewhere.
Yeah.
100% worth it. Hello. Right. What are we doing? I don't know. I'm asking for a hint. The Austin Chronicle mentions some events. Okay. Do you mean the actual news article? The Us didn't know this. Why doesn't that come up when I search Austin? Permian Basin. Ford's Truckathon and Debutante Magnolia Ball. Okay. Catering supplied by Hopper and Co. Ah, Magnolia Ball. Okay, so that's him. Ooh, that's her, right? Is it? Maybe? And she's got birthmark? It could be, it's always hard to tell when it's like drawn, because that could just be two women of a similar age with the same hair color, or it could be meant to be the same person. I am not sure. Miss Magnolia. Okay, well, I mean, he seems like a typical politician so far. June Flintock, Grace Abrams, and Mary McCullough. So that could be those people, maybe. Maybe she's not Ursula. I don't know. Hopper. Is Hopper a phone number I can phone? It is. Am I typing it in wrong? 583 783 991. Hmm. Weird. Austin Debutante Society. Nope. Maybe Truckathon? It's weird that that's not working to call them. Oh, I didn't pin that photo. Why is the catering mentioned? Like, is that important? A Hopper and Co. A Hoffman thing? Doesn't look like it. Yes, Euclid, what's wrong? Where should I look next? I really love that these hints just say like to have a look. Okay, so yeah, the two out the front of the building are staff. Cool, yeah, I got that. So that's Kurt and Ursula, but I don't know how that helps me because I don't know which of those two people is Kurt. Have I tried looking up their names? Yeah. Ah. So it could record them through the open window. Clever. So that would be 13401 1112. So you think the Senator will go ahead with changing his vote? He'd better, or else. Good night, Senator. Kurt, I should never underestimate you. And gosh, this night is so hot. I saw your daughter the other day. She's still here? No, she's out in Austin. Comes over on weekends. She's busy running the Debutante Society. Ooh, okay. That's where she found Susan. I don't mean to be rude. Is her condition normal? Oh yes, it's called Rorschach syndrome. It's harmless, just cosmetic. She's always had it? Oh yes, so it's mother and daughter, they're not the same person. The senator has bought the orchids painting, I see. A bit of a risk. Perhaps, but Klaus needs money. Ah, Roger's friend. You and him go back? He's my sister's ex-husband. She brought him to Annalise's wedding. A famous occasion, when she married Helmut. Oh yes, very grand, very proper. She got into trouble for wearing pearls, you know. What a fuss. Yes, I think we've got the senator right where we want him. Hope he's currently having fun. Everyone has their poison. You have many friends in the art world? Some. I have an old acquaintance who was in Chile. Friend of Casper's. Haven't seen him in a while. How did you know him? He was part of the Hoffman extended set. He painted Annie and Eva when they were young. Yes. Were you a thing ever? Oh, goodness no. Little ugly thing. I preferred his brother. Tall, dark, wore glasses, very intellectual. So that is the little man. So I was right in that that painting is by the same dude. Mole. Is that the same lady? It was, I don't know. Anyway, so that is her. And she's in Austin. And there was some more information in there. Running the Debutante Society. June Flintock. No, we've seen May somewhere. Tell May. So presumably she's May. McCullough? I'm guessing. So, oops. This painting is by the forgery guy. So what do these two paintings have in common is the question. Oops. These lines. Maybe. That's got those lines. That's got some. Yeah, they've all got those lines. What am I waiting for? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is the axe. So that would mean that that's a fake. But I'm pretty convinced this is a fake as well, because they're supposed to be plain white orchids. But I'm not seeing an axe in here. Are there axes in any of the others? Yes, this one. They're like sideways axes, aren't they? So those two must be the fakes. Because they've got the axes in them. Hello again, Buddle. Okay. I don't know how this helps. I don't know how any of this knowing about the art helps. Because what we're trying to find out is who these people are. But this definitely said plain white orchids. Wait, does that mean that that's the one that was stolen? Because they're blood spatters from the shooting. I thought they looked like blood spatter. So that's probably the stolen one. I'm guessing. What do you think, Puss? Yeah? Yeah, I think so too. So I think the orchids are stolen. The tulips and the dead rose are fake. And that makes sense because the tulips and the rose are both from Barlow's London. Then the wilting flowers is also from Barlow's London. I don't know. This is getting really difficult. Ursula mentions a condition. Oh yeah, should I Google that? Rorschach. Yes. Okay. So that is her. That is her. That's the girl. Liesel. And what did it... Painted Annie and Eva when they were young. Yeah. Wait, no, Eva? What? Have I got Eva and Liesel the wrong way round? Mother and daughter, Liesel and Eva. Okay. I have got them the wrong way around. I wish I could drag them from here. Okay. I don't know how we find these two people, though. Review the brothel transcripts. Yeah, so Kurt is the manager. But I don't know which of those two he is. Klaus is Roger's friend. He's my sister's ex-husband. She brought him to Annalise's wedding. Okay, so... where was the wedding photograph? So there's a husband, and there's a husband. I don't know which one is the sister. She got in trouble for wearing pearls, so it'd be him, right? She got in trouble for wearing pearls. So, that means that Klaus is that one? Do we have anyone? You don't have a mole on your cheek, so does that make you Albert? Can't put in Carl. An old acquaintance who is in Chile, a friend of Casper's. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. A friend of Casper's. So that was this thing. There's too much stuff. Yeah, I did that. Roger was involved in a previous case and owned a business. Sure. What business? There's no way I ever would have found that. There's no way I ever would have found that. That's such... I mean, that's good. But there is no way I ever would have found that. What is it? 352. This is an answer machine for the Rose Street Gallery. We're currently closed. If you need to reach our director, Geert Hendricks, please try again later. So that's all the evidence found, apparently. So, does that make you Geert Hendricks? Maybe? I feel like this case, I haven't really got a grasp on what's going on at all. Albert was friends with Casper. Casper's been to a funeral. Albert's first name is... Oh. He was the dead guy in one of these things. David was... Who was David? Have I broken it? Why can't I? What have I done? Oh, there we go. Who was David? David Fairview. Is that him? Man was buried somewhere mentioned in a book chapter. Was that the... We had a thing from a church, didn't we? Yes. David Richmond. Okay. And how do I find his photo? And where he is. He's in Queru. He had a tall cousin with glasses. So does that mean he's in the wedding photo? Ah, is that him? What am I missing? Your surname. Let's assume you've got the same surname as your daughter. Yeah, I don't feel like I understood what was going on in that one. Which is, I'm assuming, is 100% on me. It's not on the game. The mother and daughter are Ursula and Mae McCullough. They live in Dallas and Austin, Texas. There they run a... blackmail and honey trapping operation, which led to the death of a notable politician. The Klaus Hart pseudonym is Geert Hendricks. He runs the Rose Street Gallery in Amsterdam and is the owner of a stolen Rothberg painting taken in the Court Street robbery. Albert Kunst goes by David Richmond. He is buried in Quiru. He is responsible for the 2 Rothberg forgeries. Secret icon in all his paintings is a double-headed axe. Cool. I think all the cases where I need to remember stuff from other cases are letting me down slightly. Or no, my brain is letting me down slightly because I'm struggling to remember all the information from the other cases. Okay. Oh, is this the last one then? Because this was how we started, with him being very dead. Yeah, your final case. We're looking for the murderer of Archbishop Tura. On successful completion of this case, we'll be depositing $10,000 dues into your bank account. Well. Come on then, guys. We've got to get this right. Yeah, Ratline. I haven't got Ratline. St. Matthias? Snipers. Snipers whose weapon of choice is a dagger with notes attached. I mean, could be. Could be. Yeah, the bald guy sniped him with a letter with a note attached. We've got nothing to go on. St. Matthias's Church. No. No. St. Matthias Church. Sniper also uses a knife. I mean, maybe. This is Elsa Chapdelaine speaking. Hello, Elsa. My name is Saul Perlman. I'm looking into Bishop Tura's death. So many months after, I thought the police inquiry was closed. I'm pursuing the matter privately. Could I possibly ask you some questions? I doubt I have anything that I didn't already tell the police. Right, I'm gonna need to write things down. I'm ready. How did you know Bishop Tura? I'd been working with him for many years. He was originally a priest in Rome. I'd taken my vows and was due to join the monastery at St. Agostino's. St. Agostino's. But he never joined? He was very insistent. He convinced me to stay and do his books. I always had talent for numbers. In time I managed all elements of the church and moved with him to Budapest. This was just after the war. What was Rome like back then? It was a pretty wild place. Not that I had much time for wildness. It was An occupied city teeming with all sorts of people. Refugees, spies, Nazis. Now, Mr. Pullman, it doesn't pay to be rude. I know nothing about that, and it's never polite to ask what private views people hold. I mean, it kind of is if they're Nazis. Yeah, being a Nazi isn't a private view. Well, it certainly wasn't my... I mean, it's kind of everyone's business. You should be punching Nazis in the face at every opportunity. So you need to know who the Nazis are. What was Bishop Tura like as a man? He was a man of great passions, a true humanitarian. Yeah, I'm a bit suspicious. Anyone who lived through the war and doesn't care who the Nazis are might not be on the side of good. He was a man of great passions, a true humanitarian. He spent a considerable time working for the Red Cross. Yeah. Definitely collaboration going on, I think. Arranging passports? Exactly. He sank countless hours into helping people in dire need leave the country for opportunities abroad. But, okay, so we know the bishop was smuggling out Nazis because we've got a photo of him on the dock with the crates full of Nazis. Have you ever heard of the Siegfried? That's not one I know. Is that a passenger ship? It is. Well, I don't know it. If I just said to you, have you ever heard of the Siegfried? You'd be like, what the fuck's a Siegfried? You wouldn't be like, oh, is it a passenger ship? So, yeah, she's in on it. She's in on it all. I don't know if she killed him because he was a Nazi or a Nazi sympathizer. Like, he wasn't a good guy. I don't think. So, if she is also not good, she might be on the same side as him. But maybe he reformed or something, so she had to kill it. I don't know. But yeah, she is currently literally our only suspect. Did you see anything suspicious on the night of his death? Mr. Pullman, I've already told this story so many times. Just once more, please. Okay, my room's at the back of the church. All day, the bishop seemed unusually tense. He was pacing back and forth a lot. Did he say what he was tense about? No, but he had a bag packed. I assumed he was going on some short-term mission work. Was that usual? Less than it used to be. When we were in Rome, he was always disappearing off on short trips to Europe, America, Argentina particularly. Uh-huh. So what happened next? I'd been helping out painting the nave. He wanted it sunshine yellow. That took a few hours. Maybe after so many years. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that could be it. Or he was going to turn everybody in. And then I left around 6, leaving the bishop in his study. He was busy writing something. What happened after you left? I went home to sleep. I was awoken in the middle of the night. By what? By a murder! A young police officer saying the bishop had been murdered. And you're quite certain you don't know who the bishop was meeting with? Who says he was meeting with someone? Well, if he was tense on the day of his murder, it suggests that perhaps he was meeting someone. Perhaps something went wrong. Oh my, I've never really thought about it that way. Come to think of it, there was something very small. What's that? That morning I was walking down the street to the church. I saw someone and thought that looked like Daniel. Daniel? He was an American we knew in Rome. I used to see him with the bishop often in Rome. They were at that cafe owned by John. I forget the name. Yeah. What did he look like? Oh, he always looked the same. Small man, slight, very bold, square glasses. Uh-huh! Uh-huh! Are you sure? No, just a passing thought. Did Bishop Tura keep any weapons on his person? Yes. It might surprise you, but priests were frequently robbed. He kept a short black-handled knife on him at all times. Is that the same knife he was murdered with? It was. The assailant must have snatched it from him. Yeah, you did tell me. I didn't tell you the truth about Bishop Tura. What do you mean? He was a Nazi. Of course, refugees. Nope. What? Tura gave them shelter, found them passports, and sent them to safe places where they thrived. Mr. Perlman, I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. This is a man whom I'd known for 25 years. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. I can't say anything. I feel totally broken. You'll pardon me, I must go. Elsa, maybe she wasn't on his side then? It's hard to tell from text, but she did seem a bit shocked. Right. So, we think the murderer's name is Daniel? And we think it's the guy that we've seen. It's like Where's Wally, isn't it? He appears in like every photograph. Where did we see him? I'm pretty sure he was somewhere in this one. I thought. No, maybe not. He was... There he is. Can I track him from there? He was definitely in this one. Right. So the Red Cross. I don't get anything about that. What else did she say that we could look up? The cafe owned by John. In Rome, did she say? Cafe 405, Rome, John Smith. We can give them a ring, I think. I've seen them in here. Cafe 405, are you looking to make a booking? I'm afraid not. I'm looking to speak with John. Hang on a second, I'll get him. John Smith, manager, how can I help? Firstly, John Smith is possibly the worst pseudonym ever. Hello, John. I'm Saul Perlman. I'm calling about Daniel and Bishop Tura. Aha! I was wondering when this day would come. Shoot! Who is Daniel? Daniel, that's his code name, was a spy. He worked for the Americans in Rome. He used to meet contacts here, including Bishop Tura, or as I knew him, Vincenzo. Do you know his surname? No, he was always Daniel to me. I caught DH once though. Hoffman! What did he and the priest meet about? I didn't know at the time, but they were meeting about some of the people in Tura's care. Choir boys? I think we both know what that means. This was Rome in the 40s. Nazis. What did Daniel have to do with that? He was looking to recruit them. As what? Spies. For who? Gosh, you're a bit simple, aren't you? The Americans, of course. Daniel was CIA. Did the Nazis come by with them? Frequently. They needed to straighten out paperwork. Who did you see? Well, there was a very beautiful girl with her husband. I recognised her straight away, of course. That's Annalise Hoffman, right? Yes. I do. Though I must be careful what I say around here. This is a Hoffman property now? It is! Irony of ironies. I, however, remain unchanged, part of the furniture. And yes, John Smith is my real name. Really? Are people actually called John Smith? Who else did you see? Oh, a litany of criminals. Stormer, Moreau, the whole damn bunch. Old Vinny certainly could pick 'em. How so? Just about the worst of the bunch. Rich as well. I'm sure Vinny did it out of the kindness of his Nazi heart. But there was a lot of money changing hands. He took payment? Oh, for sure. Tura got paid twice. Once by the Nazi fugitives, again by the CIA. What can I say? Priests around here love money. Yeah. Something along those lines, K-Wolf. Even more than helping Nazis? Why choose? Have you seen him recently? I have. Daniel came by several months ago. A few weeks before old Vinny was offed. Seemed he'd had a change of heart. Change of heart? Well, he dropped off some documents with me. Said to wait until the time was right. They speak for themselves. Will you send them to me? Can you put them out there? I can. Seems like he'd become estranged from his former employer. He no longer works for the CIA? So it would seem. Quite cut up about the whole venture. He's gone rogue and now he's shooting Nazis! How so? Like I say, I think he'd come to believe the whole venture was wrong. I could have told him that back then for free. Where is he now? My feeling is, if Daniel wants you to find him, he'll show you the way. I need a little more than that. He mentioned visiting some of his past acquaintances. Has your surveillance turned him up anywhere? I don't know. Well, keep looking. He also likes to get in bed with them a little. Intertwine business interests, so there's a strong paper trail. What does that mean? Look for any common threads you can tug on. You'll find them. Thanks, I guess. All recruited by Deputy Director with the assistance of Bishop Vincenzo Tura. Yeah, they're all the names. All have been protected from judicial process in accordance with the Nuremberg articles. It's time for this to end. Yeah, they're all the names. Ex-Nazi fugitives as American agents stop the incursion of communism into Western Europe. It's largely headed by my team in Rome with significant success. Operation Trident, however, was never disbanded and still serves to protect these agents far beyond reasonable measures. As the key proponent of Operation Trident, I serve my country at a time of pressing need. I feel now that it's incumbent on us to start revealing our role in protecting war criminals and murderers. Not only have we protected the children of powerful families such as the Hoffmans, but also enriched and empowered vicious killers such as Stormer, Schroeder, and Moreau. Finally, we've turned a blind eye to contemporary crimes committed by our agents, including the murder of a senator. It's my view that the entire programme must be disbanded immediately, with materials released to Congress for scrutiny. If this does not come to pass, I'll be forced to rely on established measures beyond the agency's control. Presumably, he's the guy who's been employing us, and he wants us to just collate all the evidence and put it out there. Is what I'm assuming. Why can't I click there anymore? That's really weird. Okay. There's one more piece of evidence to find. DH. I mean, it could be Hoffman. But he's... Daniel Montefiore? But he's an American. Do we know what those... the papers are? Doesn't say. Where do I need to look? All the evidence in cases 1 to 2. Dan. In New Jersey. I think it is him. I mean, that's him. Hopper and Co. Is that his surname then, Hopper? Because that was the caterer. That was the caterer at one of the other things. There he is. Safe passage assured, D. Can't put in New Jersey, and there's still a bit of evidence I haven't found. Maybe I can call Hopper and Co. now. No. Yeah. I know that. I did call Hopper and Co. Didn't I? That's what I've been trying to do for ages. 583 783 991. Have I just been unable to type numbers all this time? Hello, Hopper and Co. Importer Exporter. Hello, I'm looking to speak to Daniel. Daniel? I'm afraid we don't have anyone answering to that name here. My name's Saul Perlman. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking into a murder. Oh my, that sounds quite shocking. I'm looking for a man with an interest in dentistry, bus tours, and the maritime industries. Sounds like quite a gentleman. He wrote a letter that he left with a friend. I've read it. I see. Presumably this is him that I'm talking to. I've been chasing down Bishop Tura's Ratline. All criminals. This, though, is different. Why is that? You tell me. Who are you? Well, I suppose now is the time. My name is Daniel Hopper. Ha ha! Your code name? That's all I can give for now. I worked for the American government for 30 years. I served as a signals officer and then, after the war, was stationed in Rome. Where you recruited Nazis? Yes, I did. Why did you do that? After the war, Stalin and the Russians were threatening to move into Western Europe. The government was very concerned about stopping them, by any means. Why Nazis? They weren't all Nazis, just the ones on the Ratline. Rome was teeming with spies of every nationality. However, prominent Nazis often still possessed strong networks. They could give us information about the Russians. From fighting them? Exactly. So, how did you do it? In 1945, I met Father Vincenzo Tura. He was a young, dull priest with a bent for money and a loathing of communists and Jews alike. I found out he was sheltering friends, family, and associates of the Hoffmans. So you arranged to meet? We arranged for them to continue their passage to the Americas in exchange for an ongoing supply of information. In doing so, you excused them of crimes such as murder. We did, regrettably. I don't want to say it was a different time. But you will. I make no excuses. It was deplorable. Why did you have a change of heart? Yeah. Today, look at us. We fought so hard, and yet the fascists are out in the streets again. Uh-huh. We'd not only protected these people then, but continued to protect them. In case anyone's in any doubt, fuck fascists. Including ignoring their crimes. Annalise Hoffman murdering her husband. The murder of Harland Cottrell, Rainier Wilson, Cyril Lampton, not to mention the misery visited upon entire countries by those Nazi heads of police. You realised we'd gone too far. Yes, we'd lost our way and become the enemy. So you drafted your letters to the CIA. I sent them. The next day I was dismissed. I feared immediately for my life, but before I left, I destroyed their Ratline files. Their identities and locations? Yes, so no one could use them, at least until I told the world. What happened to Bishop Tura? I murdered him dead! After I was fired from the CIA, I passed some of my papers to my close friend, John, at Cafe 405. I then went to see the bishop. What did you want to say to him? I wanted to convince him to release the Ratline to the authorities. When I arrived, it was just after dusk. He was pacing in front of his altar, clearly agitated. What happened then? I'd brought the Ratline, written down, with me. I spoke with him briefly. I pleaded with him. Instead, he pulled a knife on me. Why? He knew that if I went public, it would be the end of him. It was me or him. You struggled. We did. In the struggle, I grabbed the knife from him. He came at me and I stabbed him. He fell at the foot of his altar. So then what happened? I was overcome with anger. I took the list, placed it against his chest, and drove the knife in. There was a tin of paint nearby. I took up the brush and painted the word Ratline above the altar. Uh-huh. You wanted to spread the word. I did, to no avail. Someone got there first. They got the list. Your employers. Who are they? You tell me. You expect me to believe you? That you didn't just murder him in cold blood to cover your tracks or exact your version of justice? It's all I can offer. Funny, isn't it? How he ended up murdered so theatrically. They say the Lord works in mysterious ways. Divine judgment, perhaps. I suppose that makes you Azrael then, not Daniel. An avenging angel. I suppose so. So what happens now? Well, Saul, either you believe me or you don't. If you want to hand me in to your masters, you can tell them my name, Daniel Hopper of Chicago. I'm sure you have a photo or three. And if I don't, if I believe you, tell them that I'm Alfred Campbell of Baltimore. Same photos. Then what? If you take my side, we can get down to some real work. It will be dangerous, but we can finally bring justice to those who deserve it. Hunting down Nazis? Of course. And if I hand you in? Well then, you can take your master's pay packet and go back to your regular life. For a while, at least. Okay, so do we... That's our choice then. Do we side with him? Or do we side with... Do we side against him? What's that? I feel like siding with him. But I don't think it's black and white. Yeah. I don't think it's as black and white as you see it. Because he's not a good guy. Right? Yeah. Nothing's black and white except fascists are dicks. And you should punch them in the face. Wait, that's siding against him. I nearly made a mistake there. Who do you want me to say you are? Alfred Campbell. He is a rogue agent delivering justice without proper channels. And he also could have done the justice in the first place by not doing what he did those years ago. Like, he's caused this issue. That is true. To whom it may concern, I've got your man. We need to talk. Night night. Yellow. It's done. I found them all. I need to stop there. The whole thing was a CIA operation. We can't go any further. It's too dangerous. We know. You do? Yes, we are the CIA. What? With the same people who worked for the director until he changed his mind. Ew. So you're not hunting Nazis for justice? No. A deputy director destroyed their files. You helped recover the assets. This is a complicated world, Saul. We have our interests like anyone else. The director is, Daniel. Or the deputy director. Hey, don't you talk to me like I'm chopped liver. You used me. We did choose good. We did what we had to. Our director turned his back on the mission. Unfortunately, his new vision did not align with ours. We see value in maintaining our prized assets. But why me? Why didn't you look for them yourselves? We needed clean hands, plus deniability. You're despicable. Perhaps. Perhaps. So what happens now? What happens to the people I've tracked down? They'll likely be reintegrated into the US espionage program, or else eliminated. This isn't it. You've not heard the last of me. I'll tell the world. And who'll believe you, Mr. Pullman? You're just a washed-up detective with a dog and a few sad stories. Jesus. Jesus will believe me! No, Mr. Pullman. Just us. Sleep well. That's him! That's Daniel! Hello, Saul. Ready to get to work? That was good. Oh? Two things I especially loved about this game. Well, three things. One is, like, you know, get rid of Nazis. Because, you know, fuck them. Second is all the links, all the connections to other detective-y mystery games. And the third is the hint system was excellent. I really love a hint system where the first hint is, have another look at this bit of evidence. Because it just tells you where to look without giving you the answer. And then the next bit tells you a little bit more about where to look. And then the last bit tells you the actual answer. I really like that hint system. Every detective game should have a hint system like that. Because there's parts in every detective game where you get a bit stuck. And you need a little nudge, but you don't want the answer. You just want to be like, where do I even need to look? And this game is very good at that. So yeah, really good game. If you want to know what happens, if you go against Daniel, you will have to play the game yourself. Because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to find someone to raid. Where shall we go? Let's go to Zori. I like raiding Zori. It's always a good vibe at Zori's.
Overslept.
Shh. You too, K-Wolf. I'm sorry it's a bit of a shorter one today, but we finished the game. If you've got any detective-type games that you want me to play, by the way, let me know. Always on the lookout for them. The Raven. Okay, I will look that one up. So copy the raid message, paste it when we get there. I will probably be playing more Baby Steps during the week. Oh, okay. Cool. It's probably already on my list then. My list is long. Yeah, I'll probably be playing some more Baby Steps during the week, and we'll be playing a new detective game this time next week, which may or may not be The Raven. I'll have to see what's on my list. Until next time. Bye bye.